welcome again to yet another edition of Hot Chat Coffee Talk with Dorcus, and we pray that we're going to have an awesome time with you. So today we are going to explore the coffee from Burundi. Good afternoon, Evans.
Good afternoon, Dorcus.
Okay, how was your week?
The week so far, it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take us through about this coffee from Burundi. We have to learn about Burundi and how coffee from Burundi can just make our bodies awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dorcas, and thank you so much, viewers. Today we're going to talk about Burundi coffee. So Burundi coffee was introduced in 1930s by one of the Belgian man who brought over...
So we just show it to the viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
Burundi, it's written Burundi Goma coffee.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was brought by a Belgian man
Yeah.
over Arabic coffee seedlings.
Yeah.
After independence in 1962, the coffee sector was privately run for over a decade.
Wow.
Yes, and the quality and also the quantity of the coffee produced during that time
Yeah.
slowly eroded due to political upheaval.
Yeah.
So far, like we said, this coffee is very much okay. It's very good, and you're able to make nice espressos, like you can see on the picture. And also, you are able to make cappuccinos,
Okay.
like the one you are taking. Yeah. Also have cafe latte. You can also make it from the same.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also make different types of coffees from the Burundi coffee.
Wow.
So this coffee is very nice. Yeah, it controls also the body temperature as well.
Or body temperature, does it keep you cold or hot?
Very hot.
Or lukewarm?
Yeah, in fact,
Which
you
one?
become, if for example, you were like, maybe you wanted to start dozing, you wake up. So
Okay, so
it's,
it does some wonders to your nervous system, right?
very much. So
Okay.
it's a very nice coffee, like you can sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can come through to Yenus Cafe and also taste cappuccino made from Burundi coffee.
Okay. I'd love to
Yeah.
taste it when we come next. I think I haven't tried this one.
The Burundi
Or
coffee.
I've already
Sure,
tried
no, we've just introduced this one.
it. Okay.
So it's new on the market.
It's new on the
so
market.
come next Thursday,
Yeah.
ask for cappuccino for Burundi coffee. We'll be able to make for you so that you are able to taste it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So today we are gonna be in Burundi. We are gonna have a Burundi experience. So this is very nice coffee. Do pass through Yenu Cafe and just have a taste of it. It's very, very awesome. So we thank you, Evans, for coming through to the show.
Thank you so much.
You have always been an amazing person.
Thank
You
you
have
so
served
much.
us so well. And we also want to let you know that they also have an outlet at Sunshare. Enjoy their coffee. Once in a while, step out and just have a taste of their good coffee. And also do some cake as well, right?
Very much.
Yeah.
Actually, also at Sunshare, we'll be also introducing breakfast and also lunch. So find time to pass through Sunshare also.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably you enjoy lunch and also breakfast.
Thank you so much, Evans, for coming through to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So as we are having our Burundi experience this afternoon, thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
How are
Madam Dorcas.
you?
I'm good.
How was
are
your
you?
week? You're looking glorious today.
Wow,
God
thank you
has
so
been good
much.
to you,
God has
right?
been fantastic to me.
Yeah. So today we just want to talk about excellence, but we still want to steal a bit from freedom and all. And in the area, we have the team here. We have Vicky and Pastor Ahmed. Just do a wave to the viewers. Okay, as we are having the Burundi experience, do come and grab this coffee. It's really got good content. Yeah, so as we are going to talk about excellence, who's going to start with the definition for excellence? And O?
Okay, so we're on to excellence.
Yes.
So excellence, we're talking about performance beyond the ordinary. You know, performing beyond the ordinary standards.
Oh, yeah.
That is excellence. You know, I remember in school, when you have certain marks, you were considered to be excellent.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you are somewhere in the middle there from 70 to 80, that's
Yeah.
just good.
Good.
You know, for excellence, you have to be, actually some schools, it's 95 to 100. Only that 5 mark difference is what
Yeah.
makes you excellent. Anything below 95
Like
is just
the way
good.
Vicky is excellently looking, it's blending. with
Yeah,
the
so we're talking
topic.
about excellence, performing beyond the ordinary,
Oh, yeah.
beyond the
Wow.
ordinary standards, yeah.
So people, do they really need to have a lot of dollars to be excellent in life? We just want to instill in the minds of the viewers that excellence works right within through your mind, and then you exhibit it through. So how can we make them understand it in that context?
Excellence doesn't cost a thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost money.
She's saying, are you
No,
sure?
when-
So she's gonna
no,
tell
no.
us why.
Usually when we talk about costs for a business person like me,
Yeah.
when I talk about cost, I'm talking about money. But it doesn't cost money. I remember my aunt way back used to tell, when I was still in school, used to tell me, you don't have to have too many clothes for you to look good.
That's true.
What you have, the few you have, if you have 2 shirts,
Yeah.
wash those shirts, iron them nicely, dress well, you're gonna look excellent. Some people wait until they have 5 suits to look nice. Others wait until they have that Brazilian hair to look nice. But the same hair you have, if you know how someone who does some knit mukule or whatever
Like the
styles
way
that,
Vicky is talented
yes,
to do your
the
hair.
talent, the hairstyles which a lot of people have abandoned now. Our indigenous hairstyles for ladies, they look very nice. They're original African hairstyles.
Yes.
You can be excellent with your natural born hair. You don't
Yeah.
need an extension. I'm not saying you can buy those.
Yeah.
You can, but I'm saying is where you don't have them, you can use your natural hair to look excellent.
That's true.
Even when it comes to just personal hygiene, you don't need an expensive shower gel for you to look good. Just bathing with water, even without
Yeah.
soap, just water alone.
It's excellent.
There are times I remember way back when we were young and in school, you take a bath. Just spend enough time grooming yourself with water alone.
Wow.
You're going to be excellent. So you must always look at what you have
Yeah.
within yourself. There are talents God has given you. There are abilities you naturally have. You just need to work on polishing them. Spend your own time polishing what you already have
Wow.
until it becomes excellent.
Wow. So as we are enjoying the Burundi experience today, we just want the viewers to know how they can take excellence in their homes. Last week we were talking about how a family can uphold their freedom, enjoy their freedoms. But when you reach a place of in your freedom, being in your freedom, right? Now how do you apply the excellence now to just make the world see you in your area of that context?
Wow. So just building on what the man of God is saying on excellence and relating to the question that you have thrown on the table. When we are dealing with excellence,
Yeah.
we are talking about taking an extra mile in everything that you do. Because anything that you just do and does not cost you a thing, on the cost, he's a businessman, I am not. So when I'm talking about it's not costing you your effort, it's not costing a seriousness, it's not costing an intentional.
Yeah.
Because you don't just sit and excellence happens. You need to be intentional about it. Like he gave an example of clothes. There are people who have a lot of clothes and still they don't look.
They don't.
And there's somebody who has just a few clothes in the closet and you keep asking, where do you get
manage?
your clothes?
Yeah.
Your clothes. People talk about your clothes. And actually when you go and see their closet, it's just a few things. They just know what to match with what and how to wear and what occasion and what not.
Yeah.
And those things you need to be intentional about. It brings us back to family. Even in families, we need to be excellent families. We don't need to live life anyhow as a family. Excellence should be found in our families, should be actually identified from the way we talk.
Yeah.
I can give you an example. In a place where I stay, there's this young boy. There's some excellence about him. He knows how
It just
to...
gives you goosebumps.
So I have ended up liking him. Even when he has not seen me, I would shout his name and say hello.
Yeah.
He has a way of greeting, when it's elderly people, he will not just pass. He will say, good morning, auntie. good afternoon, auntie, depending on the time. When
Yeah.
you approach where they live, like we don't live in war fences, so when you approach there, he will say, no, how can I help you? Let me go and call mom. And you know, you can tell that in that family there's excellence. We need to uphold the value of excellence in families, because especially children, they pick it from what we do as parents. They pick it. If we are excellent parents, children definitely will be excellent children.
Wherever they will go.
Yeah, wherever they will go, there will just be something about them. People will be saying, there's something about this child. That something is oftentimes excellence.
Wow. So like this is our month of celebrating our independence as a nation. How can we just embrace excellence? You know, we've had the COVID season. Things may not have worked out as we expected. The economy may have hit some people. But how can we just inspire them as a nation to say, we can still embrace the spirit of excellence as a nation? I don't know who will take it up between the two of you. Who will start? You can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even as we are in our Freedom Month,
Yeah.
I'm sure even our moods are...
The moods have to change.
Yeah.
You have to feel the excellence, whether you've got the dollars or not in the home.
Yeah.
Just embrace that spirit of excellence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our presenter was saying that it's something of the mind.
Yeah.
Excellence, it's in the mind. It starts from the mind and then begins to show outside.
Yeah.
In the way that we speak, in the way that we carry ourselves, in the way that we even make confessions, even interact with people.
Yeah.
You know, there are people, you interact with them and you feel like checking yourself, you know? And there are people you can throw yourself to them anyhow, you know? Some people, when talking to them, you really have to rehearse in the inside of you, because there's an excellent spirit about them that even gets attracted to you, and you have to check yourself. Approaching them,
Yes,
when
how do I
talking,
do it?
you rehearse tuma words, mkanwa like that. And then, you know, so even as we are in this celebration mode of our freedom, we need to approach our freedom celebration with excellency.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to make sure that in the way that we are celebrating, there's excellence. You don't go and drink excessively and become useless. In everything that we are going to do, in the way that we are going to celebrate, let there be something, you know, kalia.
The extra.
Yeah, the extra
So
that will
Vicky,
make people.
Are you going to also tell us about excellence? What has it done to you? Excellence.
Well, when it comes to excellence, I really believe that it's actually something, I believe it's something that has a cost center or attached to it. Because when you want to do something beyond the ordinary,
Yeah.
you have to put in your best.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I believe. You know, just a few moments, like, remember the way we were twizzing your eyebrows in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, looked at that. We just removed a bit of the, you know, just to make it clear. That in itself is just a little different.
It's brought up some lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so minimal. It's almost negligible.
Yeah.
So it's basically about the extras. Just a little touch makes it different.
Yeah.
Everybody can work on something, but then the extra effort you put on that something is what makes it excellent.
Oh, wow.
So basically, on the aspect of excellence, well, you have to go beyond the normal
Yeah.
if you want to see excellence
Yeah.
coming out. It's not easy to wake up and start coordinating clothes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, sometimes you have to change 3 times.
Yeah.
But then ideally what it is you have to, you know, understand the process and take time to do something well and do it good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's at the end of it all, at this point, from a marketing perspective, you know what actually gets you the client? It's just your customer care. Your relationship with your customer. You have to go the extra mile, talk to your customer more often, find out what's going on. When you do that, the extras is what brings them to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, that's all about excellence.
Wow.
So then excellence and extra mile.
It just
Look like
gives you
they're
that
twins.
blend. So sometimes people forget to use the same spirit of excellence to heal over certain things they are going through. Do you know that when a certain situation happens to you, you go maybe in a breakdown, things didn't work out for your project. But when you step out to say, let me get my freedom back, and then after I get my freedom back, let me conceptualize my excellence. What would define my excellence is not what would define your excellence.
That's true.
It depends on your inner abilities. You have to understand the person in you. So how can you help the viewers to just say, identify who you are, even as you're telling them to embrace excellence? Pastor Ahmed.
Yeah, excellence has an element, always an element of satisfaction.
Yeah.
When you do something and it's excellent. I remember, I'll keep talking about school because I remember when you write your exams, right?
Yeah.
You're getting your scripts. You see the teacher there, right? 95%, and they write excellent in red. There's just that good feeling it gives you. There's a good feeling it gives you.
Yeah.
There's a sense of accomplishment.
Wow.
So you were talking about taking care of your mental health and your health generally.
Yeah.
The Bible says a good message is like medicine. Good news is like medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So when you're told that you're excellent, that is good news. I mean,
Yeah.
being excellent is good news.
Yeah.
That's true.
You are aiming at being excellent at something, and then you achieve the excellence. That'll be good news. It's good feedback to you.
Yeah.
So it will keep you in a very good mental state.
Yeah.
Because you have something to be happy about.
Yeah.
You're happy about your achievements. You're happy about the excellence that you're achieving. So we should take care of our mental health
Yeah.
by pushing so hard to be excellent in the
yeah.
things we do. Because we have discussed so much, everybody's putting the word extra. Just like in the beginning, I had said, excellence, when we defined it, we said it's doing beyond, right? The
That's
ordinary.
true. Yeah.
It's just the same, a synonym for extra. Beyond is just extra.
Yeah.
You put in that extra effort. So pick up your skills. Pick up something you do.
Yes.
Begin to polish it up. Make sure you become excellent for yourself.
That's true.
For yourself. Determine to be excellent.
Yeah.
Look at, read the book of Daniel.
Oh, yes.
I was
I was
just
going
talking
there.
about it there with Vicky.
Daniel and the colleagues, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego,
Oh, yes.
they were excellent. They were put in the same program with other people.
Yeah.
These other guys were eating the king's food. Now, these guys were only eating vegetables. Now, like we said, you can have that one way, but look, get the one way.
Do it well.
And
Just do it
put in
well.
extra when preparing it. Make it excellent. I was having a one way actually last night as my vegetable, and it was excellent. It was nicely prepared and very nice. So when you put in the extra, everything you do comes out good.
Wow.
Just like you said, some people, you check their wardrobes, you may find that something they bought 2 years ago, people will go like, wow, when you put it on. Like, where did you buy this? Like, you feel it's old, but because you're excellent about how you use it, so people always give you a wow, kind of feedback. Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. So to some of the viewers out there who are maybe in their expecting season, like they've sent out contracts, they've maybe signed up deals and waiting for feedback, how can you just help them to position themselves through the virtue of having an excellent spirit? Like they have to put their documents right, maybe revisit their routines. How can you just help them to just position themselves?
Okay, if people are waiting for contracts, now in the business world is so much a spiritual world.
Oh, yes.
There are many principles that you
So
will
it's
find.
not only contracts, even people who go for work, every day it's like you're waiting for a transaction to go through.
Sure.
So it should also cater for everybody who is in service.
So when you're expecting something, be in the right frame of mind.
Again, it takes you back to your mind.
Be positive about it. Nobody wakes up and saying, I want to fail today. Why should you wake up with that kind of attitude? Even if some people talk about, even people talk about death, right?
Yeah.
Death will be there, yes, but who wakes up saying, I'm going to die today? Nobody wakes up like that.
Nobody.
Okay? So if you're waiting for something, you're expecting something to come, be in the right frame of mind, be expectant, Tell yourself you're going to achieve it. Tell yourself you're going to do it. Because the way God has created the earth has to listen to us because he says, go and have dominion, go and rule over everything. So now if the aura that you are portraying or you're bringing out is that of failure, failure will follow you.
Yeah.
But if you wake up and say, I'm going to achieve, I'm going to do it,
So is
everything will work out in your
it
favor.
true that excellence can lead you to a place of your favor?
It
Very
can.
true. Very true.
How so?
Because when you look at the scripture the pastor brought in of Daniel, Daniel and the colleagues,
Yeah.
the favor did not just come because they were seated and doing ordinary like every other person.
There was something peculiar
They
about them.
distinguished themselves. They knew who they were and how to carry themselves, what to eat and what not to eat.
Yeah.
And because they understood who they were, they decided to talk to the man who was in charge of giving them food. Aside, for us, we would want to do things differently. Like in his definition of excellence, would want to do something different. We wouldn't want to be recognized like everybody else. Just give us the vegetable. And after 10 days, check our health, compare to the other people that are taking king's food.
Yeah.
And from there you will tell us if we are doing fine or not. And after 10 days, the Bible says that they were found 10 times better.
Wow.
Even after that period, that process, when the king now needed to pick the favorite, Daniel was among them because of the efforts that he put in, because of the sacrifice that he put in. Well, everybody is eating from January to December. There are individuals that decide to fast. There are individuals that decide to share. There are individuals that decide to put down their CV properly, everything lined up. So when a wave of opportunity comes to you, you are ready.
Yeah.
So somebody comes and there's a business, there's a contract. You are not registered, you are not what? Definitely to go to somebody who's prepared.
Yeah.
Definitely to go, and then you will feel like you are not favored. Favor also, like people say, actually misunderstand that favor is unfair. They think you can just sit and favor finds you. It won't find you. Favor finds those that are ready for it.
Yeah.
It takes those that are preparing for it. What are you doing even as a business person? You have an excellent mind, probably a public speaker, but you haven't done anything about your gift.
Yeah.
You haven't even done anything
Or
about your
wasenda
skill.
kufika passport, the people are getting their national registration cards. Also go to passport office. Say, penko ka
passport.
Yes. Wachinja kwa tuma documents. Kwa
So when somebody brings in something
it
abroad,
won't shock you.
you're on the list.
Yeah. So life really has to find you ready all the time. But excellence really helps a lot of people in many ways.
That's true.
And it's a very powerful tool that you can use in life. Whether you have the money or not, it just works out things for you. Even in relationships.
Yeah.
Do you know that it can just make things aligned for you very well?
Yeah.
How you start a service today. Bambi batampa ka restaurant, baleipika bwino. Ama levels yale chinja kajaka excellence
Kapona.
because you've secured those clients. But you're forgetting the word continuity.
Yeah, and consistency.
So it really just helps us to have a right thing. If it's a company, it goes on through, it grows and all.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about a restaurant where people get to start well, and now because they've got too many clients,
Yes.
they begin to reduce the spices. You know, you reduce the cooking oil.
You want to get a lot
You
more
know,
profit.
when people are coming to your restaurant, they follow your recipe. So what will keep them there is that same recipe.
Yeah.
If the recipe changes, they also change the venue.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, just like people who are married, you know, they say don't stop dating when you're married. You know,
Yeah.
you
Keep
know,
the
you
fire
know,
burning.
you can't take your wife out for lunch, just the two of you. You can't go for movies anymore just because you're married. No, you keep doing those things.
Yeah.
You know, you need to keep being excellent.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about these guys who separated themselves and did extra. Sometimes doing extra can be sacrifice as well.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Doing extra is not only putting in more money or putting in more this, sometimes it's giving up something.
That's true.
Giving up certain
Wow,
things can
I
also
like
be
that point.
extra to be excellent. Give up the negative things give up laziness.
That's true.
You know, give up
Change
disorderliness.
the waking up
You know,
time.
don't be disorderly in how you do
Now
things.
you are bringing a good thought in me. When you are talking about excellence, I think it brings you to a place of being a giver in life.
That's true.
Because you just want people to enjoy a certain feeling in life. So you now just become a giver. And you have to continue giving people so that things for you, that excellence has to attract certain character in you.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, you know, like my experience on Sunday, I didn't go to church, the church where I go all the time.
Yeah.
So my auntie at home goes to a different church. So she said, we can go to our church and whatnot. I didn't have enough gas to drive to church. She said, since here it's near, let's go together instead of me sitting home. When I went to the church, there's a banner. They've written service starts 9 hours to 12 hours. We were there by 9:30 and nothing was happening. 10 hours, nothing was happening.
So also time keeping has to do with excellence.
Exactly.
Wow.
10 hours, nothing was happening. So while we were waiting, it's a school arrangement. There was a tent where people meet for worship. And there it was happening. I carried my son, my bags, and
You
went
attended
right there.
that?
Yes. So the time those guys started, where we were actually invited, I couldn't go because for me it was already a put off.
Yes.
Like,
So time is a very important aspect in life. Like how you value people. When people give you time, maybe they give you an appointment.
yeah.
You know, time is money. All the time, remember that. Even as you are boarding excellence and all that, you just don't wake up and say, I don't have time for you anymore. It puts off a lot of things.
That's true.
So when somebody gives you an appointment, if you're always on time, availability. So excellence comes with a lot of small things.
It's a very good point that you brought
Yeah.
up about church. Now, she
Wow.
went to church. They're supposed to start at 9, starting at 10 something. Now, I'm going to talk about Zambian functions, kitchen parties, weddings, and all this. Now, you see, the mistake people make is, you'll see, you're going to say, "Ndifuna nipeze vantu waliko." Ndiwe vantu. If you're on the guest list, if I invited you to be among my guests, the vantu you're referring to is you.
Yeah.
So if you don't
Wow.
get
So
there,
it's all about
if
the
you don't
mindset
get there,
again.
the function won't get started.
That's
Wow.
true.
So everybody is waiting for the other person. So in the end, you're just messing up, you know, the programming, and you're gonna complain again. No, this function has ended late. You're
Yeah.
forgetting that you actually arrived late. So you wanted to find them finished or something. I think one day I'll need to attend a wedding where you're going there and people are walking out. They are done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what needs to start happening now. If you've got 3 people there,
Start.
get started.
Get
The
started.
Bible says, where 2 or 3
We are gathered
are
in my
gathered in my name,
There I
I
am.
am in their midst.
Oh,
Sometimes
yes.
take that standpoint, like Jesus said. You know, Jesus, if 2 people are there, he said it's enough. I'm going to get
Sorted.
started. So if you're having a wedding out there, starting at 10, start at 10.
Yeah.
For me, I say, actually for me, I was telling people that if my wife and I are there, and the wedding goes on,
Yeah.
because I'm the one who's marrying. It's not you
Yeah.
who's marrying. So don't delay my function because of you being late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are there, the bride and groom are there, get started
Get
with
started.
2 people. I think we should start that. Let it happen a number of times. People are going to change their attitudes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to
So
go to a
even
venue.
when God raises you up, watampa nokuchedwa pantu nafifula comfort.
You know what I mean?
Keep it. Keep the right spirit in life.
Yeah, that's what people go up and eventually start
The Lord
coming
raises
down.
you up.
Because-
Wabanaka spirit of pride from nowhere. You want to be almighty. When Jehovah God is the only almighty. It
You
doesn't work like that.
That's true.
So also excellence comes with humility. But we just have to conclude in 1 minute. Each one of us. Yeah.
We'll start.
In 1 minute. You could start, yeah.
Yeah, we've exhausted a number of points on excellency,
Yeah.
how we need to take extra, how we need to take an extra mile. I'll just encourage you viewers that put your papers in place, update your CACV every 3 months, attend even like a free online course. If you know you're good probably at public speaking, there are a number of public speaking courses online which are free. Go and
Yeah.
do something.
Do
Do something
something.
about your life.
Yeah.
Be in that mood of excellence even as we are celebrating our independence. God bless you.
Yeah, well, when it comes to just the overview for me, well, I'm looking at it this way. There's a lot of enterprising going on around this time because, you know, things have changed, dynamics have changed, and you find people doing similarly the same things, you know, the same kind of businesses.
Yeah.
But what's going to make you different? So when you go out there in the community and when you go out into the business environment or society, you find that nothing is going to sell you except your niche.
That's true.
When you have a niche, it defines you, it makes you different, it distincts you
true.
from the rest of everybody. So when it comes to excellence, I really believe it's really putting in that extra effort and, you know, just being the best that you can be. And one thing I should also mention is let's not do copy and paste, because most of the times we're really copying and pasting another person's business idea.
Yeah.
But then when we look at it and just look around the environment and just look at the way God made us. Let's know who we are. So that even as we go out there, we will work on what God put inside of us. We're not different from Daniel. If we can do things exceptionally different, I
In
mean,
1 minute, exceptionally. Viewers, take that in your heart. In 1 minute, they'll beat us.
In 1 minute, she talked about free online courses available, plenty out there.
Yeah.
You know, she talked about a personal signature. You know, I'm going to give you just in a minute something that I have done. I do animation, I do cartoons. I've not gone to a formal school for that, but I've invested in materials that are available within my reach.
Wow.
And I've put in my time to get to learn 3D animation, 2D animation, and I'm doing excellent.
Wow.
You know, but
It's
this is time
amazing.
that I've invested my time into these things. So pick up something. When you buy bundles, it's not for checking these gossip sites and all that. Your bundles should not finish and you haven't learned
Let
something
it pay
new.
you back.
You know, people have got data bundles. I believe everybody,
Yes.
90% have data bundles. Your bundles should not finish and you haven't learned something new.
Then you're wasting. So thank you so much, our viewers. It's really been an awesome experience.
Yeah.
Do think about this Burundi experience. It's got really good content in it. And we just want to thank God for today's discussion. Excellence. So even as you're going to experience the excellence, remember that the favor of God will just follow you in an unusual manner.
That's true.
You do not know what excellence can do for you unless you experience it. That's when you say, I have experienced the favor of the Lord. So please do enjoy the afternoon, have fun, but remember to do excellence. So
Extra.
see you in our next.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.